everyone. That was Nadia Belkesan from Nest Poland. You heard all about the Nest Fund and her experience. So maybe if you are ready to be approached by some people on the venue, say so. If no, blink twice, and I'll make sure I'll hide you somewhere after. We already started with a short, brief introductions of the judges. So maybe Paulina, you want to go next? You know, a couple of sentences, doesn't have to be the button on top, doesn't have to be very complicated. Lyle, is that you?
Michael.
Michael. I don't have today. Can I? All right.
So, shall I? Hi everyone, I'm Paulina, and I'm here with, well, from the Polish Tech Day, and what we do, we help Polish startups with expanding to, for now, European markets. In the future, possibly in the US markets, and that's where I actually came from. So I've been actually building my own startup in the US, and I came back to Poland 2 years ago. My expertise is in product development, like strategy consulting, and I now do workshops for startups and corporate to help them with validating business ideas and incorporating innovations into their products. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So Paulina from Polish Tech Day. Justyna, you already know Justyna, so maybe, you know, short and sweet. You know how I do it.
Yeah, I was here like the previous slot, but I'm Justyna. I'm from DAC Digital, like the deep tech oriented company. So I wish to see more deep tech solutions today.
Perfect, great. The majestic Michael, what are you doing?
Thank you. I'm a senior consultant at Space Tech Partners, and I work in sustainability and Earth observation, so using the data for sustainable development.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That was great. Amazing. So in that case, you know, your startups are more or less ready. You know what to expect from the judges, how they're going to judge you, and we're starting off with the first startup, which is Circuit Mess. And Albert, are we ready?
Thank you. Damn, what a crowd. So, I don't have a table, so I'll just leave this here. So,
just letting you know that I will be starting your 3 minutes, so let's stick to the...
Yeah, of course, don't worry. Okay, I'll start. Can I start? Oh, it's already going. Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Albert. I'm a 24-year-old founder from Croatia. I'm building this business called Circuit Mess. What we do is that we're basically changing the way we teach children about AI, STEM, electronics, and technology in general. And I have founded this business when I was still in high school because I wanted to change the way they taught us. You know, they only gave us books, and we had to like memorize things and couldn't do anything with our own hands. So I desperately wanted to change that. I have been bootstrapping the business up to $2 million of revenue, and I've figured out that there's a big problem where everyone nowadays, you know, when they get bored, they basically immediately start typing something on their phones. They are like natural technologists, you know, but I mean, take a look at the stats, like how much time they're spending in front of their phones. But the problem is that nobody actually wants to learn about STEM. The interest in STEM is actually declining, and my theory is that it's not enough to just buy a bunch of 3D printers and to throw them at schools. You need to create something that's like interesting, that's going to captivate the attention of the children. So that's where we come in. We have decided to fix education, and we have created these super cool toys that teach children about AI in a way that you get a new monthly subscription box, well, every single month. This is how the business model works. So basically, if you're a parent, you subscribe, you get a new box of these electronics every single month, alongside with a bunch of tutorials, so you get access to this platform. You build super cool devices, you learn about electronics and semiconductors and all of these skills of the future. You get access to a community of people that are doing the same thing, and the whole point of this being a subscription is that you get a new product every single month, and each product teaches you about a new thing. There's 15 products so far, so we have like a car that drives around autonomously, a voice assistant that connects to ChatGPT, a DJ mix table, which is here, that teaches you about music and sound synthesis, and a whole bunch of new products coming up. You get all of this starting at $30 per month, and basically, so far kids love it. We have very high review score, users love it, even dads love it. It's super popular so far. We achieved all of this by bootstrapping, so we're almost at $800,000 of annual recurring revenue, and yeah, this is what revenue is looking like. Most of our customers are coming from Western Europe and North America, and this is just the beginning. So what we're working on right now, we're building these new subscription lines for younger children. So far, most of it is like 9+, and we're building this app, which is going to be like a Duolingo for STEM education. The market is big and growing fast. We're targeting the EU and the United States, and we're basically trying to fight with these dinosaurs that have been selling the same plastic Barbie dolls for the past 100 years. So we want to disrupt that. I have been building this with my co-founder. He's a serial entrepreneur from Croatia, has employed more than 500 people, made a joint venture with Porsche, and I have a 26-people team separated in these 6 different departments. We're raising 1.5 million. We found a lead investor. We've closed 1.1. We're looking for 400K that's left. If anyone from the audience has some cash, just send it to us. And basically, we're trying to build a $50 million business in less than 5 years. We call it the CEE rocket, whatever that means. Thank you so much, and looking forward to your questions. Yeah, thank you. Damn, what an applause.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, considering as we only have 5 people in the audience, just kidding. Yeah.
We just used our time for the questions on that.
Of course, yeah.
You mentioned the backbone of this is products that come monthly. How many of them are from you? How many of them are existing? And how do you see that evolving?
So the most important thing about CircuitMess is that we don't take white label toys like most subscription boxes. We design all of these products. So basically what we really like doing is designing these super cool educational experiences, which includes like electronics, coding, all of that. We even manufacture them in Croatia and have this whole like manufacturing line set up that we got some funding from the government to do, which does the electronics and the plastics and all of those things. Right now, there's like 15 products separated in 2 different subscription lines for children 9+ and 11+. And we're building, so as I was showing here, so we're building these new subscription lines for younger children. So this is like 15 more products for these 2 subscription lines in the pipeline right now. We're planning to launch these new subscription lines this year, but the software product is something that's going to, I would say, make a more longer lasting impact on the business, which is going to help us be more, I would say, capital effective, like less capital intensive, and well, grow faster. Yeah, but great question, thank you.
Actually, I love the idea, but I saw that you want to base your
you also
revenue.
Went to school?
Oh, almost. That you want to base your revenue on hardware subscription, and I think that's a mistake. I mean, creating a community gives you the opportunity to have much more revenue streams. So have you thought about it, how to monetize the community around your product in different ways? I mean, it would be good for a business.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't say that, doing hardware is a mistake because, the only way...
No, but I see there are more opportunities to actually make money than only the hardware subscription.
Yeah, sure, definitely. I mean, we started with hardware because that was the only thing. Like, I started doing electronics when I was 11, so I did the first 2 products myself, the game console and the mobile phone that, like, actually makes calls. And like the only way to teach children about electronics is with hands-on activities with these hardware devices. But I definitely agree. Like so far we have been mostly selling these hardware subscriptions, but that's why we're making the Duolingo for STEM education. The presentation was very compressed, but basically that's the whole idea. We want to take all of these software components that we already have, which is like the lessons, the coding and stuff like that, and then we want to monetize it. If you take a look at an example, so this slide, so we actually have this like planned out. So as you can see, there's the hardware subscriptions that are currently available, and then there's the software subscription, which is something that we're planning to launch, this month to capitalize on that as well. So yeah, that's also the plan because we understand how like tricky it is to do hardware. So yeah, I think we have like 4 seconds left. 3.
Don't worry, I added some time, so we have time for one more question, one last if we have it. All right, then.
They were just mesmerized by the presentation.
Any final thoughts? Any final?
And yeah, connect with me on LinkedIn. Looking forward to seeing you at the Wolf Summit today. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Tubelight Communications Limited. And are you ready? Perfect. Okay, we are ready for you as well. Your 3 minutes start now.
Yeah, hi. I'm Praveen Singh. Basically, I'm based out in India. So it's a bootstrap startup. We started a company after my college. So I'm just here to solve the customer experience problem which companies facing these days. So we founded after my graduation, 2010, and we have 40 plus employees, offices having US and India. And here we observe that customers have a problem and they are not able to solve by the companies and all. So we all are experiencing result-oriented is not given by the company whenever the company is delivering the communication engagement platform and a CPaaS platform to the customers. So here we are thinking that all the communication channel on the platform, if we combined with the AI integrations, this will give the most user experience and customer experience to solve the customer problems. And these days, everyone talking about a CPaaS platform, coming with a single omni-channel, multi-channel integrations on the platforms. And I believe that CPaaS is not solving all the problem which is going to be solve the customer experience in coming days. So here is some market forecast, how the business is growing towards globally after post-COVID, and we are observing that 63% growth is going on, 20 to 27 to 78 billion in A2P messaging, and people are believing that authenticate communication, API integration is more authentic, and they're believing in that integration with the enterprise and the telecom operators and the service provider to avoid such kind of fraud transactions and all. So OTT players like Viber, WeChat, and Viber, WhatsApp, RCS are growing their business day by day globally. So that is going to help, again, the conversation experience. So with AI help, we can reduce the fraud, and we can reduce the fake conversation, fake communications with the help of the fake bot and all, so which is going to be future crime. So global communication contact center solution is growing day by day. So in short, I'm trying to tell you that CPaaS platform is coming with a lot of channels and all, including the channels and the voice and other things. So here are the market sentiments I'm talking about. AI is evolving, becoming a seamless. So where people are thinking that if with help of the AI, if they will be ready to connect with the customer experience and brand promotions and all, they will love to engage with the brand and love to respond with the brands. So conversational experience are empowering consumers because whenever the customer approaches the B2B and all, so they receive the Autobot reply, and it's they make them personalized experience, so they create a lot of brand loyalty. So and also whenever we got a recall by the name, by the city, by the demographic, geographic area, and the tracking tools are there with the social media tagging, geofencing and all, so that is also loved by the customers. So consumers are sentiments is a very important factor. So in that case, we are using a lot of sentiment analysis tool into the transcriptions model and the transcription model and a text analysis process. So here, a lot of 60% customers are thinking that consumers are a bad experience, are spoiling their moods and all. So that how we can stop that and how we can make a proper engagement solutions for them. Consumers are becoming collective efforts in the organizations because whenever any companies, team, customers, and departments are working together, so it is creating a one spoke of communication channels and communication solutions to them and solving their problems. So in future, through seeing all these factors, a lot of emerging players are coming into the market, and they're solving the customer experience, and that is why here communication platform as a service take the place. And we believe this is a solution, but this is not a solution. A solution was going to be customer engagement solutions. Basically, a single one-way communication is not going to solve any customer problems and enterprise problems. So we believe a two-way communication and engagement between the brand and the company, that is all going to be future for any brands and any B2B segments. So here CPaaS was previously there, and we have our own built solutions, like we have a campaign manager, omni-channels and everything. So we have a report analytics.
I'll just have to let you know that we are already in the Q&A and you have only 2 minutes left.
Yeah, thank you. Just want 1 more minute. So here is our products. Here we have a pay-as-you-go model. We are serving an enterprise. We are serving wholesale and retail models. And we are running a successful business since last 13 years. After startup, we have 11.89% compound annual growth. And we are now $5.8 last year business we did. And we are expecting around $7 to $8 million business this year. So this is our journey from bootstrap to now till 2022. We launched our all CPaaS platform with AI integrations, and 23 we are going to launch with a future roadmap with a CDP and chatbot platform and AI and expansion. We are going to do with a physical expansion and direct connections, because every government, every state, and every country has their own regulations which we want to follow. We have a team. We have a team from the legal department. He's a graduate legal. I'm the founder, and he's an IT Bombay graduate from IT background. From Reliance Communications, Rahul Kumar, and Vishwas from a CTO. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think I have one comment. So you told us a lot about the market opportunities, but I would like to hear more about your solution. So maybe there is a comment for the future to really focus on your solution and why it's so innovative, because still I don't know.
Okay. Solutions, you don't know about that?
Yeah, it would be good to focus on what you are doing and know why this is important for the market, because we know it.
So we have already inbuilt platform. So in that platform, we are building a lot of in-house product. We have that. So it's product-wise, we are ready to go with the market, and we are doing a lot of integration with the banks and governments and brand like LG, and also we did a lot of activities for Uber into India. So it is successful running products. And now we are using AI. And in fact, as an example, I'll give you, whenever we call to the customer care support, so a lot of communication happens, and customer support is getting not respond properly. So we are using transcriptions AI. After the communications, we are converting that voice into the text in any local language, any regional languages. And with the text sentiments, we are founding as a team meet that whether customer support is getting responding properly or not. And this is going to be solve the customer service problem, because I think that is not happening now these days.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we have only 10 seconds left, so I'm very sorry, but that's going to be the only question. I'm sorry.
No.
Maybe on the next startup. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your pitch. We are getting ready for the next startup.
Thank you very much.
Great. So the next startup is Kadar, and I'm hoping you're here. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. And your 3 minutes start now.
So, hello everyone. We are Kadar, and we are here today to change the perspective on managing career development. So, when you hear career development, you might think cumbersome, endless spreadsheets, school-like grades, lack of learning opportunities, etc. And we want to help managers to switch these mindsets to sleek reports and dashboards, objective performance management, and some employee-initiated learning with a little help of AI. So, right now, we're witnessing major changes in the job market and, of course, some manpower generation shift that's happening right now. So employees want continuous learning opportunities, fair and objective evaluation, open communication with their manager, and, of course, a clear career path in front of them. So disengaged and dissatisfied employees move on easily, the turnover rate goes up, and so do the costs of hiring new people, onboarding them, and some lowered productivity in the meantime. Usually, it is really hard for managers to juggle things and to keep track on everything they're accountable for, and this is when Kadar swoops in to help these managers out and to accelerate time to competence. So, Kadar covers 4 crucial domains for the manager: employee manager alignment, accurate and objective skill assessment, co-piloting career development, and some valuable engagement of employees through AI-powered learning. So you might think, okay, it seems legit, but there are so many HR apps out there. And yes, that is true, the competition is tough, but there are things that make Kadar unique, so we're not that worried about it. Firstly, HR apps are usually focused on and specialized in one thing only. So let's say performance management or one-on-ones or learning. And Kadar, on the other hand, is all-in-one solution, which makes it quite convenient for the use. Secondly, and this is, we can probably say, one of the most common feedbacks we get from our clients, is that we're making a system that is extremely flexible and customizable, which means that very different companies can fit their way of working into the Kadar. And thirdly, and we think this is also a really important one, is that we provide an exquisite customer support at all stages. So right now we have 7 paying customers, 7 companies from the Balkan region use Kadar on day-to-day basis, and we have around 20 more companies in the sales pipeline at different stages. And our ARR is around $20,000. So product-wise, we're fine. We get great feedback from our customers, and we want to strengthen sales and marketing. That is our goal for the upcoming period. We are constantly polishing the existing features and adding some new ones. And through the summer, we want to focus on 2 main things. The first one is introducing AI app-wide. For now, we were focused on our learning feature. And the second thing are integrations. We want to make using Kadar an overall better and seamless experience. Okay, so as a small team of 8 really passionate and competent individuals, we truly believe that we can change the tomorrow work, both for managers and for employees. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Perfect timing. Let's move on to the questions.
Yeah, I was wondering about your expansion plan and maybe to tie it a bit with like your product. How do you measure the success and how do you know that you're going in the right direction and from that perspective?
Yes, of course. The first thing is about expansion and development. Right now we're focusing on the Balkans, and also our sales team moved to the United Kingdom this year, so we're planning the expansion there too, and also the rest of Europe, but for now we were focusing on the Balkan region. The thing with like some traction and some feedback from our clients, we gather some qualitative feedback from them, and it's usually focused on the things that I've mentioned, the flexibility and the way that you can customize the system to use it neatly. And the second thing we get a lot is the UX and UI friendly app feedback, let's say like that. But the thing is that we get really great feedback, and we are also in the early stage right now, which means that we take this feedback from our clients and implement it real quickly if something doesn't work right or is illogical to our clients, etc. So we constantly improve on our app based on the feedback of our customers.
And I think one more, if I can. When you had the part where you help employees develop their skills,
yes.
Is that something that you do in-house, or do you do like partnerships with some other providers or teachers? Is that like educational platform, or how does that work?
Actually, right now we are focused on the career development of the employees that are working for a company. We are not partners with anyone yet, but we have a basic integration with Udemy in our app, so it's quite convenient also for employees and for managers to search through different courses from Udemy. The managers can track which employees are assigned to which course, and also each learning library is specific for one organization. And each employee can enter the learning library, see what they like, what they're interested in, and to learn more about something they want. So.
I have one question. And how about competitors?
Yes, as I mentioned, yeah, the competition is tough. But we started making this app based on our own experience. A few years ago, I was leading in HR in one big Belgrade IT company, which had like 150 employees at a time. And we wanted to implement an HR solution, and we couldn't find one that fitted all of our needs. So each one of them had like a little pet peeve that, and that's why we decided not to use any of them and start building our own. And I think that is the big part of our journey, that we are taking different pet peeves and some, let's say, things that are not good in the other HR apps, and we're trying to fix them through our app. So.
And have you any sustainable goals in your company?
In which way?
Generally, for the future. Have you any values, important values?
Of course, yeah. Well, one of our main values is changing the perspective on managing career development. We think it's not all about employee or all about manager. It's not their responsibility. It's something that has to be done like together, and we want to change that through our app because it provides really good communication channel for communication between manager and employee, and maybe not always including, I don't know, HR or company, etc. It's more like their own project they can work on, and that's one of our biggest values. Yeah.
Do we have time?
Only 10 seconds.
So what's your plan for acquiring new clients?
Right now, we are focused on LinkedIn outreach, email outreach, etc. We're also organizing some interesting events to gather individuals that are interested in HR and management. But we've planned to focus more on product-led growth in the future. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we can chat about it later.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Innovec Tech. Do I have the representative here? Perfect. Whatever you prefer.
Will it work? Okay, very good.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Very good. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to speak here. I'm Boris Vačkovec. I'm the CEO of Innovec Technology, or Innovec Tech for short. We are a Czech-based technology company scaling AI in manufacturing. And today I would like to talk about digital twins. So the concept of digital twins has been around for decades. It's clear that if you take manufacturing into a model that you put into computer, you can do optimization, simulations, and then you can improve the operations. Right? There are actually big potential gains from digital twins, but very few companies are actually enjoying the benefits of the digital twins right now. And the problem is that it is currently very expensive and long process to implement them. Why? The problem is that if you want a digital twin, you need to put together three types of intelligence. It is intelligence related to the domain knowledge, so what business needs. It is intelligence about data analytics, and it is intelligence about the sensors, so the data collection hardware. Let me explain on an example. Right? This is an image from a typical heavy industrial warehouse. They cannot afford to have shelf systems like you know from IKEA or from the shops because these coils weigh 10 to 20 tons, right? And they are in large piles of pyramids on the ground. And if they want to find one, it is really looking for a needle in a haystack. Right? And when they find it, they take it out and they rearrange everything. So it would be great to have a digital twin of such a warehouse, but until now, no technology succeeded. We have a solution for this problem. Actually, our universal solution for this kind of problem is a box into which we are putting all three types of intelligence. So it is AI on the edge. The AI is running actually right in the box. There is a computer, and computer is processing the camera stream, so that you can see the two cameras on the image that are observing everything that is happening in the warehouse. So every movement is detected, and using tracking, which is a new approach to observing events using computer vision, can actually very highly accurately know at any point, we can calculate what is happening in the warehouse. Right? And this solution is already implemented. So we have it like big step for such solutions, implementing AI in manufacturing, especially if there is like any like real hardware collecting data involved, is integrated it into the real manufacturing operations. We have a customer he has already integrated. We have in the last 3 years worked with 10 customers, and some of them are currently finishing large pilots, and we have a large pile of orders because one of our customers tested 7 different technologies, including RFIDs and recognition cameras and others, and they concluded this is the best technology for steel warehouses. This large engineering challenge was done by a large team, and we are continuing with excitement to work on it. We are combining together expertise from data science, from delivery of hardware, and also from domain knowledge. We have a senior advisor among them, the top academics, experts on business buildings and engineering. Just the first use case that I showed you has about 50 million euros potential revenue in Europe alone with our current business model. So this is something we are very much focusing on right now, but we have also interest from aluminium, from downstream steel. We have already installation in downstream steel, and we are going to logistics and other discrete manufacturing. So we are building a responsible AI, human-in-the-loop AI, right? So combining best of people working in and also AI. That is watching machines and is watched by people. And we would like to scale this everywhere to all the companies that can benefit from it. So we are inviting potential business partners, system integrators, financial institutions, potential customers to join us this journey and make a better, wealthier, and more sustainable future.
Okay, that's it? All right, so we're already in the Q&A session, so you can ask the questions already.
I love the idea of using computer vision. It's really close to my heart, but I have a question about what's your plan for acquiring new customers, because it's really tough sector.
Yes, so the lead times, if you are getting a new customer, is like several months. It really takes some time. But what we are seeing, you could see that in the team, we currently don't have any salespeople. And we have a pile of orders, not just from current customers, but there are new customers who were referenced by our current customers and they are coming in. That is one good, actually these people, especially in the steel industry, they are going to the same conferences. So for us, these conferences are very good sales channel. Another channel are EIT, maybe you have heard, it's another Horizon 2020 or this institution that is partnering with many institutions. So actually next week I'm going to Vienna to talk to potential customers because there is a very interesting potential customer in Austria. So these are the two main sales channels. We are not, actually we would like to start a large pipeline of customers because there is a long lead time. But right now we are flooded with orders. So it's not a problem, we don't feel it as a problem right now. One customer, so for example, one steel plant can have 30 or 50 such warehouses. So when you have one customer, you are actually starting to equip all of their warehouses, and then these customers often have more steel plants. Right? So we actually even have, an American customer that already had we are starting some discussion with their American steel plant, and also we had a discussion just a few weeks ago about other warehouses that are unlocking huge energy savings because of loading the furnaces.
I have a question. Which kind of problems, important problems, you challenge with such companies?
You mean with the steel companies? Or?
Yeah, for example.
Yeah. So the steel companies have this problem in manufacturing. I can see okay, if we go here. So the benefits of digital twins in heavy industries is increase effectiveness, right? So they can actually produce more with the same resources, and also sustainability. So example of this furnace loading is that they can better optimize the load of the furnace, and they can save because they can use less energy for exactly same output. Right? So actually we have estimated with our first customers what is the saving from this. From these are the savings that they actually immediately see on the balance sheet or on the P&L, because these are direct savings. So they are actually even increasing the labor productivity.
All right. Thank you so much. The time is up, so we have to move on. Thank you.
So I invite everyone to our stand booth, and I can discuss more.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your pitch once again. All right. Next up, we have Superface AI. Perfect. All right.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Radek Novotný. I'm CEO of company Superface. As you probably know, every application in your pocket, in your smartphone, every system which you are using, it needs to connect to other system to be efficient. we need to connect applications, and connecting applications, in technically speaking, we are calling it integrations, and there is an interface called API. The P letter in the API means programming. So all the applications which we are connecting these days are connected by developers. It costs a lot. There is a lot of spendings to fulfill our needs. In average, software as a services, they have 15 integrations, but they would love to have more. So integrations don't scale because people are involved in connecting those softwares. There are too many people trying to connect APIs and providing APIs. There are a lot of companies trying to solve the issue by providing them tools. So they are providing tools for developers to speed up the process of integrating. If you look at it from the helicopter perspective, the integration is a core relationship in digital B2B. That's why we think that we can, thanks to API labor, and introduce a new interface how to integrate, how to self-integrate applications. So with Superface, applications get the ability to connect other applications itself. We are relieving developers from that integration process. Yes, AI is involved, I will show you how. So there will be no developers needed to connect any software. This is a technical preview of what we will launch in 2 weeks. And this website, anybody can come, put their API provider as the API documentation link. Then you insert your use case, which you want to do with the API. Wait actually 2-3 minutes, some magic will happen. And at the end, Superface will allow you to connect immediately, directly to that API provider. In this case, I use Pipedrive as a CRM, and I ask for a list of users stored in that system. So you saw it took us just 3 minutes to connect directly without developers. So the value of Superface is pretty huge. We are freeing developers of boring work doing these integrations, so developers can be placed and work with products. Time to integrate is now in minutes. Our aim to make it in seconds. As we are not the middleman, Superface is the infrastructure. We are not an integration platform. It's very low latency. It's latency sensitive. And as we are not in the middle, it's GDPR free. We don't see the data. It's pure infrastructure. We also announcing new disruptive business model. We are not charging pay per call. We are charged per connector. So you can use it 1 million times per day. It's the same price. We use it more than 200 million times. So Superface has been used more than 200 million times. We have initial revenue, team of 15 highly skilled engineers. Some of them are well-known API experts. We've got in total investments of 4 million euros. My name is Radek Novotný. I'm CEO for the company, and you can think of me as an angel of integrations. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Judges, your turn.
I have a question. Because I am a woman, and I saw that the team is really male team. Why?
Yeah, actually, I don't have good answer. When we were hiring, there were just male CVs, unfortunately. We had actually now two female colleagues working on marketing and back office, but we just got the CVs of them. I know that we would be, it would be best to have the team like at least half and half, but that's,
okay.
Yeah.
Think about.
Yeah.
It will be maybe something,
yeah.
an additional
That's a good
value.
Sure.
Thank you.
As my role at this conference was presenting an API, I'd be very happy to not have to do that again.
Yeah.
Do you see companies ever protecting their API to sort of fight this idea in between, and how will you deal with that?
Yeah, that's a very good question, actually. It's really from the market. So a lot of companies producing APIs, they see it as a vendor lock potential. So what they do is that they will do anything for you to let you connect, but not leave. So when we are trying to disrupt this market, we saw that some of the providers are worried about their business models, but there are underdogs that want to fight them, so they do anything to compete. So in this case, it would be their tool to put themselves on the top level and not to be the underdogs. So yeah, there are a lot of companies that are really disliking our idea, but there are a lot of companies that really want to fight with those first runners.
I have a question. You said about your unique business model and pricing. So could you please tell me why have you decided to do it this way?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for us to charge pay per call, as we just to download the open source library, and this library provides the direct API call to that provider. So we are not there, we don't see the data. You can use it one time, million times, it's the infrastructure, right? So that's one thing. Second thing, we think that we can disrupt the market fully. There are some players, integration platforms as a service, and they're charging pay per call. When we did a lot of talks with potential customers and customers, they said that they are not able to use it because they are worried when they will scale, it will cost them a lot. So that's why we decided that it will be a monthly fee per one connector. Each connector means connector to a provider.
All right, so we have only 10 seconds left, and I see no questions, right? So thank you so much for your pitch. All right, and the last startup of the slot, also of the whole event, before the finals, of course, we have Decidios. All right, you're here, perfect. Thank you. Ah, perfect.
I'll try to use it, yeah.
Yeah, of course. 3 minutes.
Hello, everyone. First, I want to thank for the opportunity to being here. I'm Eric from Decidios, and due to our technology, due to Decidios, we can hear what cannot be listened to. It's our motto. Yeah, problems which Decidios can solve. There is many of the problems we can solve, but I choose like a few of them. It's like first of them, it's like improving the service of the call centers, like customer cares and things like that. Problem I like the most, it's maybe saving the time of the call centers and operators work. Then we have, of course, increase of the sales. How we can do it? Decidios brings you things like voice analysis. There's quite a common thing, but then we have like emotion analysis, which is the most important thing of our technology or our product. Then we have also AI and speech to text. If I want to say something about the voice analysis, you can get really straight some overviews and things like that about the emotional analysis. Most important things about this is that you can use it like to improve not just all services, but you can also use it for improving operators and their work. Yeah, you can find out the problems before the problem will be the actual. Yeah. So the next thing I can get the target group. Yeah, as I said, call centers. Yeah, this is our first. Let's say, target group where we want to like collect the data, and the next step will be some save lines and things like that. Yeah, some security. You can use it. You can use it in a banks or something like that. And the most important, we can use it, or we want to use it. The final step will be like some psychological helplines. Product description. I don't want to say everything, but what is the most important things about our product here is that it's totally customizable. So we are asking customer what data he needs, and we can customable this product for him, straight for him, so he will get the data he wants. Competition, yeah, there is a lot of or quite big competition, but we are focusing on things which our competition are not like paying attention in it. So we have many things we are better in. Business model is quite simple. Of course, B2B, but the things I love the most is marketplaces, because through the marketplaces you can get straight to the client. Right now we are making this product for the Zendesk, to implement to the Zendesk and things like that. Also, we are starting to open, or we opened already UK market, which is the most important for us, because the best, or the languages we are using the most is a Czech, English. It's going to be a German language this year. Then it will be a Spanish language next year, I think. Our team is really small. We are like 2 guys there, but we are growing. Right now, there are like marketing guys, developers. We don't have because we are trying to get minimize like cost for now. But right now we are looking for developers, for support things and things like that. Like that's it. And say thank you for your attention.
Thank you. We are already in the Q&A section. So be ready to answer the questions, and judges, it's your turn.
Maybe I can start. So what's your plan for acquiring new clients?
Acquiring?
What's your plan for acquiring new clients?
Yeah. Let's say that, for example, in UK we have a sales team there, but most important things for us, it's like to get to the client or something like that. It's due to marketing, which we are right now we are doing or building a brand, so everyone can know us, and we are focusing really for now like building a brand. So UK market sales, and we'll see how it will be in Germany, because every market needs something else. So we are going to see the needs of the markets. Each market will think different a little bit.
Do you have any paying clients right now?
We have clients which who they were like helping us to build this, because we need the data to build this program, something like that. So we have 2 clients already using the application. They get through the testing and things like that. But the paying customers, we don't have it. We have some pre-clients or something like that that we are going to sign a contract with them in the UK.
I have a question regarding the emotional analysis. Have you any advisors or support from specialists for emotional part?
Well, when we were like inventing it and developing, yes, sure. There were like specialists from psychologists. There were scientists, because we are using many aspects which can measure these emotions. So there were physics, scientists from biotechnologies and things like that. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, we have only 15 seconds left. Maybe any final comment or something like that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for being here, and have a nice time.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much for your pitch.